2 years I've been married. I also don't trust, I don't trust her. I'll explain. Who's married here? Married, round of applause. Married. How long? 30 years. Let me ask you for 30 years. 2 years, I don't trust her. At what point does she fart in front of you? After the good for you. Good for you. Hold on to her. 2 years, I haven't heard her smell the thing. It makes me nervous. I feel like she's building up like Krakatoa. And one day just gonna explode all over the walls. I don't trust it. Ladies, I don't know why you do this. Just let it out. We will love you so much more. Let it out. Trust me, ready? Trust me on this. Next time your man leaves the room, if you haven't done it yet, he leaves the room, he comes back in, just go, baby, make a gun and shoot him real quick. Just whang. He's not even gonna be mad. He's gonna laugh his ass off and then probably shoot you right back. Good. We're like, all right, there you go, soulmates. I fart in front of her. I think every guy does, but I still do the silent ones because I respect her, right? Because guys know with the silent ones, you have a 50-50 shot, it's not gonna smell. I'm not saying it's foolproof, but those are good odds. I got caught the other day. We were driving, I let a silent one out, I was like, oh, it's not gonna be bad. I smelled it, I was like, oh, divorce. This is how I got caught. We were driving, we were in the middle of the woods, I had nothing to blame it on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fellas, you ever been driving, you let one out, she's like, what's that smell? You go, oh, that factory right there, they probably produce poop in that factory right there. We were in the woods, I had nothing. I panicked, this is how I thought I was gonna fix it. I tried to smell it all before she smelled it. I was like, uh-oh. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, my allergies. She was like, your allergies smell like diarrhea. Get that checked out.
I was flying to Washington, and the dude next to me shit his pants. Yeah. Shit his pants. And it wasn't like a, you know, where you would be like, oh my God. You can have some apathy. You know, this dude was, this might go like a nougat, maybe like a, you know, because he didn't know, you know. So this smell was wafting up to me every 15 fucking minutes. And when you smell that, you're like, what the fuck is that? Did I step on some shit? Fuck is that? And it wasn't a fart because we all know what a farts have a tinge, a je ne sais quoi, if I may. We know what a fart, and no matter where you are in the world, somebody farts, you're gonna be like, somebody farted. Who farted? This was like between fart and open baby diaper. It was like, you know, and now I'm getting mad, because this dude, shitty pants over here, you know, I'm like, what the fuck is God turning this thing on? I got the credit card application like I'm in a black church. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, you know. Shitty Pants sees me doing this, and he goes, are you okay, dude? Are you okay? I'm like, man, I don't know, there's some kind of like flatulent situation. I didn't want to be crass on the plane, so I said flatulence. And he goes, oh, that's too bad. He turns his thing on and points it at me. Okay, 2 hours later, Shitty Pants gets up to go to the bathroom and turns the cannon towards me. That's when I knew that this motherfucker is the one that shit his pants. Now he's walking back to the fucking crop dust in the whole plane. Now when he came back to his seat, at that moment, he knew he shit his pants. And he knew that I knew he shit his pants. So I was giving him the you shit your pants face. How we doing over here? Motherfucker, man. To make matters worse, I tell my mom about it, right? I get off the plane and go, Mom, the dude next to me shit his pants. My mom said, you know when your mother says shit to you that you just want to like set her on fire? You know what I'm talking about? No sympathy. She says, well, what did the airline do? Mom, there's no shit your pants protocol. It's not during the safety talk where they're like, you know, emergency exits are here, and in the event you shit your pants. I swear to you, she thought the captain was gonna be like, this is shit, Captain, we have an emergency situation. 8B has shit his pants. We're gonna take her down to Toledo.
You know the funniest part about first dating is? The funniest part about first dating is the whole night you're just trying not to fart in front of each other. Remember that? He's so hard. They're just like, oh, shit. Why the fuck do we get chicken strips? You know what I mean? And what happens when you hold it in all night? You know what happens. That shit starts exploding in other parts of your body. Just... You ever hold it in so tight on a date? You ever hold it in so tight on a date that it does escape and it makes a fucked up noise and there's like nothing you could do to play it off because it's like obviously what it, and it's always in the car, right? And the radio's not working that night, so it's uncomfortably quiet, right? And you're just white knuckling the steering wheel like, oh, single bead of sweat, just, and you're just keep it together. And then it just goes like this. You're like, how do you that one? And don't look at her because she's looking at you like, oh, did that hurt? Are you okay? I heard. Are you bleeding? Because you can't play that off. You know what I mean? Brat, what do you say? What the like? Oh, I just ran over a snare drum. I'm pretty sure they left it in the road. Jeez, that's another one. Remember when we were a perfect gentleman and we let you in the car first? There you go, Princess Perfect. You are amazing. There you go. And then we'd take our time walking around to our side, farting on every step, right, guys? That's our break. We're just. While you're doing that, though, let me tell you a secret. She's waiting in the car, lifting up one cheek. Take your time.
Can I just tell you a quick story? This is actually a true story. I know a lot of people say it's a true story, but this is a true story, and it is huge. I'm going to tell you about the time I crop dusted Jack Nicholson. Since we're in Hollywood, I think this is appropriate. All right, what happened was, I've always been a big fan. You know, I don't know if I'm a fan of his or just terrified of him. You know, I don't know what it is, you know, but it's Jack Nicholson. And I did a small part in an Adam Sandler movie called Anger Management, and he was in the movie. And it wasn't that good. And I was sitting across from the table from him on the first day, and I thought to myself, I gotta meet him. It's Jack Nicholson, you know, The Shining, all that stuff. And I finally got the nerve to go over there. I was so scared, my heart was beating, but I knew this was a great opportunity to meet him. And I saw my window, and I went over there, and I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, hey, Jack. I said, you been golfing over at Sherwood Country Club lately? And he looked at me, and he goes, what? And now I'm really scared. You know, my mouth is all dry, you know. I said, have you been golfing over at Sherwood Country Club lately? He goes, not since the last time you asked me that question. I didn't know what he meant by that. Like, did I ask him this like a year ago and I forgot? You know, was that my standard question to ask the big celebrities? Or is he just talking about when I just asked him? He's been a wise guy, like, you know. And I thought about that for like a year. After that, I was trying to figure out what did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? And then I saw him like a year later at some big Hollywood party. I never go to those things, but this was like the Hollywood Wax Museum. Everybody was there. Christopher Walken, Harrison Ford, George Lucas, Princess Leia was there, Al Pacino, and I saw Jack Nicholson in the middle of the room. I thought, oh my God, this is my chance to redeem myself. And I was waiting for the right time to go over there, because he's always talking to somebody. Everybody wants to talk to Jack Nicholson. So I waited, and I waited for the right window. I would be a good assassin, because I know when to wait, you know, when to go. And finally, I saw my window, and I went over there. My heart again, I'm scared, and I'm passing, walking. I don't care about him. Ford, I don't care. Leia, I don't care. And I get over to Jack Nicholson. I tap him on the shoulder, and he turns around. And I said, hey, Jack, you been golfing over at Sherwood? And right then, Al Pacino tapped him on the shoulder, and he totally turned his back to me like that. He snubbed me. Jack Nicholson snubbed me, and he started talking to Pacino, and I was just staring at his back. It looked like I was waiting in line to talk to Al Pacino, but I didn't care about him. Anyway, I must have had something to eat that day that didn't agree with me, and I crop dusted Jack Nicholson up and down his back, and I think Al Pacino caught some of the fallout from it. And I got out of there because I knew it was going to be bad. I went past, I went past walking. I don't care, Leia. I don't care. Back to my starting point by the wall, and I knew it was going to be bad. I felt like I just committed a big crime, and they're going to find out in a second. And sure enough, Jack Nicholson stops talking in the middle of the conversation. He goes, "Jesus Christ, what the hell died in here?" So not only did I meet Jack Nicholson, I got inside of him. Yeah.
Always trying to cover up your fart in front of the ladies. That's nerve-wracking. You know what I'm talking about, buddy. You're doing it right now. Look at that tense look on your face. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you still try to cover them up, or you just let them fly at this point? No, you're comfortable. You just take it or leave it, bitch. Just, yeah. Early on, though, man, fellas, that's a moment, because you don't know how she's going to react to what's coming out of you. So all fellas, we try to prolong that moment for as long as possible, right? Every dude in here at some point has tried to cover up a fart by timing it with a cough. All right? First of all, it's a lot to ask out of your cough, fellas, all right? To cover up the sound and the smell at the same time. And your fart knows you're up to something. It always hangs back for a few extra seconds. Just to screw with your timing, right? You feel it coming on, you get all cocky, you're like, yeah, I got this. Shit, what the fuck, man? I thought we were on the same team. I don't know why you're bailing on me. We're in this together, man. But ladies, you guys can't cover them up because you don't know when they're coming, right? They usually catch you off guard. Usually start crying. It's very traumatic. Guys, we plan our weeks around them, right? We can feel them brewing for years. I gotta do my laundry on Wednesday, cover up that fart on Friday. My ex tried to cover up a fart once. It was the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. First of all, your farts, half the time, they don't even sound like them. That's why you get away with it. That's why nobody thinks you do it. It's just they don't even sound like they're just the sweetest little, most innocent, adorable noises. Just. How can you get angry at that? What, did a hot air balloon just take off? But anyway, so here's how she tries to cover it up. It was the most impressive move I've ever seen by a human being. It couldn't have been anybody else. Just her and I sitting there watching TV. And she farts, and here's how she tries to cover it up. She's literally just ready. Hello? 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 Is somebody at the... Hello? I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we installed that fucking fart doorbell a couple weeks ago. How could I forget the pitch at Home Depot was so impressive. You're really gonna like it, man. It sounds like a fart and everything. Yeah, it's really great. Yeah. You press it and it goes, and it's like a... You know what a fart sounds like. She's like, oh my God, did you hear that? I was like, no, I heard it. It's just coming out of a different direction than you're looking in.